On this podcast, we talk about the books, both old and new, that are worth putting on your to-be-read list. I'll include the back cover synopsis, content warnings, as well as my pro and con list. To avoid any spoilers, head over to my Instagram at enjoylifewithme.angela. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these books. Let's jump in for the day. Today we are back with more children's books for the month. So the first series that we are going to talk about is a series of books that we found at the library. And it doesn't look like there is an author or illustrator for any of them. I looked in the cover, I wasn't quite sure. It's just the letter of the alphabet. So it would be a capital A and a lowercase a, and that is the title. And there's not an author listed even in the library system. So it's called Learn the ABCs is all it says. But if you can find this series, it was really awesome. I don't know if your local libraries are going to have it or if it's something you can find out on one of the book sites, but we've really enjoyed it as we've got preschoolers starting. In each book, it doesn't just show the letter and list, 3 animals that start with that letter. It shows how to draw a capital and lowercase. It shows words that have that letter at the beginning, but also in the middle and at the end. And it will list specific things about that letter. Like if there's a B at the end of the word, it might be silent. Or if it's got 2 M's in the middle, it just says its sound once. So it's just this information about that letter. And then it has a silly story where it uses that letter heavily. And we really enjoyed it. I liked that it was more in depth. Or it's like the letter C is the 3rd letter in the alphabet. So it just actually talks about the letter a little more than I feel like some of the board books out there do. We also got Pete the Cat and the Missing Cupcakes from the library. I don't know if your libraries have it, but some of our libraries here in our county have Vox, which is VOX books, and it is an audio recording of it. And it's got a little plastic audio recording that you can push play and it will read the book to you. Just like, this is going to make me sound so old, just like in the olden days when we had cassette tapes that would read the story to you, and it would say, turn the page, or it would make a certain sound when you were supposed to turn the page. So it would read it to you. Love them. We now have Vox books. They charge with a USB-C, I think it is. And they've been amazing. I loved them. They're a new addition to our county library this year, and it's been great. So we got this one, and I really kind of liked this story. All the Pete the Cat books I've enjoyed. I think they teach good lessons, but this one was about forgiveness and fixing mistakes, because Grumpy Toad ate all of the cupcakes that were for the party, and instead of telling him that you can't come to the party or you're horrible for ruining it, they let him fix the mistake. And now I'm going to know that someone out there is going to complain that he wasn't punished or something, but children shouldn't be the ones that are doing the disciplining. So teaching them forgiveness and a chance to fix is the best lesson I feel like that the kids should be learning, is understanding, their friends are going to make mistakes. The people they're playing with are going to ruin something, and letting them fix it and forgiving them and moving on and letting things go, that's the lesson I want my kids to learn. And so that was a really good one. The kids loved being able to listen to it themselves. My oldest is reading, but the younger one isn't, so being able to be the one in charge of flipping the pages because it makes the sound when he's supposed to turn it, he loved it. It gave him a little independence around his reading, so that was great. The one my daughter wanted me to include is called A Little Scribble Spot, and it's about separating our emotions to figure out what we're feeling. My daughter said it was her favorite book this month because it teaches you words about emotions and how they can work together. So I loved at the end where it said, every emotion is within us, which I like since I'm trying to teach my kids that emotions are neutral. There's no good or bad feelings. It's what we do that's important. Because being mad isn't a bad thing, but if you hit, that's a bad action. So being mad isn't a problem. If you're saying, oh, I'm mad, this is a sign that I need to take a break, or a sign that I need to use my words and talk to an adult to help figure this out. Mad isn't the problem. Frustration isn't the problem. Sad isn't a problem. Those emotions are neutral. It's just a sign that something's going on that we need to fix. And so being able to verbalize what the emotion is and understand that it's okay. All of these emotions are inside of us. And that's just normal. And we can deal with them. They're not going to last forever. That was really cool. And I understand that the Little Scribble Spot is a whole series. So we're going to have to go check those out. And I loved all of the suggestions I got for the early reader chapter books that you guys have been giving me. We've got a pile of new ones to try, and my daughter is loving the one we're doing right now. So hopefully next episode I will have a couple of those to share with you as well. So share all of the children's books that you've been loving this month. If you've read any of these books or similar ones, let me know which ones you've enjoyed and we'll read those next. So as always, happy reading. I'll talk to you guys soon.